Tell us a story.
Yes, tell us a story.
Alrighty, we have freezing rain. I don't know if you can see it on the windshield or not, but it's pretty slickery out there. Having some severe problems with my spinal arthritis today, so this is going to be an enjoyable trip if I can get out once we get there. I used to go fishing all the time, and as a kid, around the lakes down here, I didn't like to carry a lot of gear, so I'd grab like a couple of hooks, a couple of sinkers, a bobber, a pole, and some bait, live bait, and I'd try for all kinds of things when I was out fishing. And since I didn't like to carry a lot of stuff, I used to take and just grab a couple of night crawlers, pretty good sized night crawlers. We would put them in little containers and carry them, but then that got to be such a hassle that sometimes I would just take and put them in a plastic bag or something and slip them in my pocket and go fishing. There were times when I went out and it was just, I'm in a hurry. I got off school or whatever, or I got up early in the morning on a day off, and I wanted to go do something, go fishing. Sometimes I wouldn't get the plastic bag, and I'd just put the fishing worms in my pocket. Then I'd go out and I'd fish, and either I'd catch something or I didn't, depending on how big it was. I'd let it go back, or bring it home if it was really good size or whatever. But there were times that I would forget to take the worms out of my pocket. So, like any mom, when you go to wash your kids' jeans and stuff, you turn the pockets inside out to make sure there was nothing in it. Well, my mom had reached her hand into the pocket and pulled out this big mass of semi-dried, gelatinous, rotted mess. Needless to say, there was a lot of screaming and yelling involved at that time. So she made a point to, whenever she went to go wash my jeans or clothes or anything, she'd go, "Don, check your pockets." And that pretty much was the modus operandi from there on out. Anytime that laundry was to be done, if I wasn't doing it myself, that she'd go, "Check your pockets." So that was one thing she didn't appreciate too much. So, well, we got a little bit of heat up in here, and the ice has melted. So we're going to try and go ahead and get in. Let's ride. There was a lot of times that I would go out fishing and use different baits and everything. And sometimes I'd catch stuff, sometimes I wouldn't. And I'm reminded of a story that my dad always used to tell of someone that told him a story. So there you go with that. That they were out fishing one time, and it was kind of chilly, and the people were fishing, and they saw this one kid, probably 10, 11, 12, fishing down the way from them, and he was just pulling them in left and right. And they went down and they asked him, he says, "What type of bait you using? These netting worms?" And she goes, they went, "What type?" He goes, "This is a worm." And they go, "Just what?" And he put his hand to his face and spit out a big wad of gelatinous mass. And he goes, "Fishing worms." And they go, "Oh my God." He had been keeping them warm in his mouth. So I'm not sure how true that story is or isn't, but it makes for a good one. So we're here. I'm going to haul my crippled butt in there and see what I can do today. Hopefully it's something worthwhile, but at least it's something. I'm going to go do my thing. You do yours. See ya!
Story time is over!
Damn, that was annoying.